Are you a farmer who has just sourced new stock of animals at your farm, or you are getting ready to receive a new stock or batch of livestock at your farm? If you fall within any of these two categories, or even not, still this video is for you because you're going to need that information. And by the way, you are watching Farming in Africa YouTube channel, also on Facebook, on YouTube, on Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn, all the social media platforms. We love the world of agriculture, but particularly the livestock industry. And today's video, we are going to show you how to receive new stock of animals at your farm. The preparations you need to have ready to have those animals, okay? I am Nadia, and I'm not going to be doing this video alone because I am right here at the Sementia Learning and Development Farm. And obviously, I have my farm manager, Godfred, right here with me, who is going to walk us through what you need to get ready to receive your animals. As always, I do hope that I'll ask all of the questions you have on your mind, but if I don't, let's engage in the comment section, because I always come here and I would come get all of the answers to you, okay? We love you and let's do this together. Hi, Godfred.
Hello.
The sun, chale.
You're welcome.
I'm good. I mean, what am I supposed to say?
Thank you.
Thank you. The sun is disorienting me.
Yes.
How is everything?
Yeah, we're doing fine.
Nice. So today when we walked in, I saw a fulfillment center, as we call it, or even sometimes a sales yard.
Yeah.
And my first thought was, why? Why have you intentionally allowed this to grow so high?
Yes. So, this serves as a sales yard or fulfillment center, also as quarantine.
Oh, nice.
To get new, in case we have new goods on the farm, we keep them here for some time, for about 2 weeks, 3 weeks, monitor them to see how they are doing in terms of feeding, their health, before we move them to the main farm to add it to our goods.
Wow.
So yeah, so that's why we have this, and this serves as grazing field for them whilst they are here. So yeah, that's why we have it there like this. That
reminds me of something we've been advocating for, that always have your feed ready as a livestock farmer before you introduce your animals to the place.
Yes, very true, very true. So if you're a new farmer that you want to buy goods from us, or even if you are sourcing a good from anywhere, you need to get their feeding ready, their paddocks, where they will go and graze, everything should be ready. So as you can see like this, we have this grazing field for them. Whilst they are here, they can go in there to also feed.
Now humor me a bit, typically. Okay, what's the size of this paddock I'm seeing, first of all?
Yes, so this is
I
about...
want to see if I can have access to it. Don't worry.
Yeah, so this is about 15 by 25 feet square.
15 by 25 feet square?
Yes.
Okay. And how many animals can this paddock sustain?
So this paddock is just about 7 to 10 animals. Not too many. But at the back, we have a larger grazing field for them. So yes, but this can just hold about 10 goats.
Now let's play with some numbers.
Yeah.
If I allow 15 goats in here, how long will it take before they level all of this I'm seeing?
So they can take about just 2 weeks.
2 weeks?
Yes, about just 14 days, and everything will go down. And if you see it, it will be like they've even weed it.
Wow.
They'll graze it to the very down.
Wow.
Yeah.
Roughly on the average 2 weeks, everything would be down.
Yes.
That reminds me, if you think that you've seen this at your farm, so you are covered for the next 6 months, and you have, let's say, 20 goats, please, it's not going to work at all.
Not enough. It's not enough at all.
Averagely 2 weeks, all of this will be leveled.
Yes.
Wow. Anyway, there is something you mentioned about quarantine, depending on where you are watching me from, I don't know. But talk to me about that, because I know we usually advise that when you receive new stock, don't immediately add them to your existing or old stock.
Yes.
Please, throw more light on that for me.
Yes, so this, as you can see, is a quarantine pen.
Okay.
It depends on the situation that we are in. If we are ready to sell, we bring them here. If we don't have any more, but we have new stock, we keep them here as quarantine. So with a quarantine, you actually need to train your goats when they come to the farm new.
You need to what?
To train them before you move them there.
Wow.
Training in terms of how you feed them.
Okay.
How you actually be with them, you manage them. So you need to be training them, giving them the right feed at the right time, letting them know when to go out, how many hours they'll spend outside, and all of that. So this quarantine is also serves as like training them, giving them some sort of training before you move them.
Hey, because they are in multifaceted center.
They are in a new environment.
Yes.
So you need to let them adjust to that, to what the environment that they've come.
Talking of adjustments, what are some of the peculiarities you observe with new stock? I'm just curious.
So when they come fresh like that, some of them are a bit very slow, shy.
Okay.
So by 2 weeks, 1 week, 2 weeks, they will start being okay with others because maybe they are not from the same farm.
Yes, yes.
So when they need to be...
Oh, so they know themselves.
They will get to know themselves with time.
No, I'm saying those who were bought from the same farm.
Yeah, they will see them. Mostly when they come from the same farm, they will be together.
Okay.
Yes, so you see them sleeping together. Yeah. Okay. So when they come fresh like that, some of them become a bit shy. Yeah. So once you are feeding them, and when they are shy or when they don't want to feed with others, they will just isolate themselves. It means you need to put it back to where they are feeding so they will all feed together.
Wow.
Yeah.
And have we encountered instances where some of them came and they were very weak because of the distance they had traveled?
Not too weak, but they wanted to relax.
They wanted to relax.
And then gain energy.
So when you see them in that state, what do you do to revive them, to give them some energy? Yeah,
so when you bring them first to the farm, you need to give them glucose solution so that they can gain the energy that they've lost whilst either on the truck or...
Is it a standard practice for a farmer who probably is looking forward to receiving a new stock? Is it a standard practice?
Yes, it is. Yes, you should get the glucose solution for them because they've lost energy because they've been in a truck or even in a plane for some time. Okay. So you need to get that solution for them so that they can just regain their energy.
I encourage every one of you out there, follow Farming in Africa on TikTok, YouTube. Please, if you subscribe to the YouTube channel, then you get a lot of knowledge. Thank you and remain blessed.
Okay.
Yeah, but they don't come really very weak, like they cannot even walk, but you will see that they are tired.
Yeah, tired. Yes, I think tired is the word.
Yeah, when
so
they are
glucose
tired,
solution.
Yeah. And you give that, they drink it, you change it, you give them again for about 3 times before you move them to fresh water. So by that time, you even see that they are not taking the glucose solution again. When they are okay. Then with that, they will revive and get their energies back. And then they come back to the fresh water.
Wow. That reminds me also of something I have heard you talk about before, that when you receive new stock as a farmer, typically don't feed the animals fresh forage.
Yes.
Now you just mentioned water. And in my head, fresh forage also has water. Yeah. So can you throw more light on that and what exactly you meant by that?
So it's not advisable to just give them the fresh one whilst they come to the farm at first. You need to start giving them with the hay because with the hay is dried and then you start moving them to the grazing field with time, like it should be gradual. Yeah. It shouldn't be like once they come to the farm, you move them to the fresh. You should start giving them with hay for some time and then you move them gradually to the fresh. That can also, you can have times to that. You can do the first day, 30 minutes, then you move to 1 hour. The next day you can do 1 hour, 30 minutes to see how they are doing with the fresh. Because the fresh has a lot of water, a lot of moisture in that. When they take it too much, they might start having diarrhea. Yeah. So it should be a gradual process before you move them to that.
Wow. Talking about fresh, you know, people ask us, is the sementia grass the only fresh forage we feed our animals? Today, I want you to just follow us around a bit, okay? Before farm manager Godfred even comes in. As you can see, this definitely is a paddock purposely cultivated with sementia grass. Yeah. But here at our farm, we also allow some of the natural plants and grasses around us to thrive. If you can see where my hand is, these are all different kind of forages, right?
Yes.
Do you see the goats munch on them?
Yeah, they do. So with the grazing field, they can have...
let's go there too.
Yeah. If you are planting for grazing and there's other weeds, once the grass is established, you can leave those weeds. If they like to eat it, they'll eat it.
Oh, please repeat that.
Yeah, so if you plant purposely for paddocks,
yes,
and there are some weeds, once the grass are established and there are some different weeds in it,
yeah,
if they would like to eat it, they will eat it, and then if they will not eat, they will leave the rest.
wow.
So once the grass is established, you don't need to be weeding in between the grasses again.
So if I am a farmer and I have purposely cultivated, let's say, my sementia grass, but alongside there are other plants, what you are saying is I should allow the plants to thrive.
Yes.
And see which ones the animals would eat.
Yeah.
So through that selection, then I can weed off the ones the animals don't like.
Yes. And even if it is very soft like this, when they graze on it and it goes very down, that one will go off. It will die. Then the sementia grass will take over.
Yeah. This particular grass, I have seen it at a couple of places. Is this something the animals like?
Some of them do eat it.
Some of them.
Yes, some also do not eat it. So that's why we've left it. When they come, if they will eat it because it's also fresh for them.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we're asking is it only the sementia grass that they eat? No. If you have any field that there's grass on it, they can still graze on that.
They can still graze. I mean, at the end of the day, they are herbivores. So like Godfred said, let the plants around you thrive and let the animals select which ones they want.
Yeah.
You would see it, right? You would see it. Anyway, remember this video is actually on the preparations you need to make as a farmer to receive new stock or to welcome new stock. What other points or measures come to mind if I'm going to receive new stock?
Okay, so your pen, you need to
I love the breeze.
You need to disinfect the pen before they come. So you need to clean the pen that they will be in for the next 2 to 3 weeks. Disinfect it with disinfectants before they come in there.
I see. Is there particular disinfectants you have in mind?
So we have Patolite that you can also use. You mix it with water, then you just spray around.
Wow. But the last thing I would ask you about is how long should a farmer quarantine fresh stock or batch of animals before we add them to the existing flock? How long?
Yeah, so they can be in a quarantine for about 7 to 21 days.
Wow.
Yes, that's from a week to like 3 weeks.
So between a week and 3 weeks.
Yes. So all is how you study.
Let's face this way.
You study to see their adjustments to the new environment.
Oh.
And then if you see they are all doing very well, even after 2 weeks you can move them. But first, when they come to the farm fresh, you need to isolate them from the old flocks. Yeah. And
not even necessarily because they are carrying diseases, but because, like you said, you need to train them.
You need to train and monitor them, how they are feeding.
Yeah.
Yes, before you move them to the other.
Beautiful. Oh, thank you so much for the knowledge shared. I know you've shared a lot, but still, the last thing I would let you tell us is that one thing the farmer should look out for between the 1 week and 3 weeks, or between the 7 days and 21 days, for me to say that, okay, I am confident that now I can move this flock to join the existing flock.
Yes.
What's that one thing to look out for?
How they feed.
How they feed.
Yes. So you need to really monitor how they feed. If they are feeding very well. Because no matter how heavy they come, if they have like 100 kg and you don't feed them very well, or they don't eat well, they will gradually come, their weight will reduce, and their immune system will become very weak.
Yes.
Means they will be easily attacked by diseases.
Yes.
So how they feed should be your number 1 point. If they are feeding with what you are giving them, they should be feeding with it so that they can actually maintain their weight and even grow above the weight that they came with.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, thank you so much. As always, there is no end to the knowledge that I receive whenever I visit this farm, and especially farm manager Godfred. I love something he said about how you feed them is very important. Look at that very well. Make sure the weight they came with, either you've been able to maintain that within that observation period, or they've even exceeded that. Then you can tell that you are doing a good job.
Yes.
It reminds me of something Fred always says, that if you don't give them proper feed, you would end up feeding them medication, which is not what we want. Or
very true.
We have all the medications for livestock, but hey, we are the ones who will tell you that focus on feeding them properly, else you end up giving them medicine as food. My name is Nadia, and today I came to tap once again from the knowledge of farm manager Godfred, who lives here at the Sementia Learning and Development Farm. Guys, let's engage under the comment section, and hey, don't forget to subscribe Yes, to the Farming in Africa YouTube channel. Also follow us on Facebook, LinkedIn, TikTok, Instagram. Yes, these platforms are not just for entertainment. There are people there searching for knowledge to do certain things right, like this. So hey, let's do it together. This is Godfred, and he shared what you learned today with you. We love you. See you in another video. Bye-bye.